Banks are abruptly shutting down bank accounts, leaving people in a bad predicament.
I've decided to come on here because I've been dealing with Truist Bank for 2.5 weeks, and they have essentially locked down and have stolen my money. They have closed my account without any reason, without any notice. I've talked to 7 different people from different branches. I've called in multiple times. They have locked my money. They have not allowed me to have access to my money or to my funds. Nobody can tell me why that is. So today I go back to the branch because this happened over a week ago. This is a week and a half now. I just walked out of the bank and they told me that my account's being closed and it's going to take 2 weeks or longer to get a check.
And not only bank accounts, but lines of credit, and people are having them shut down after being customers for years.
I am curious if something that's been happening to me is happening to other people. I have historically had revolving lines of credit or credit cards. And within the last month, I have received letters from a few of them saying that they have reevaluated my credit worthiness and have decided to close my accounts. While it has been limited to 1 or 2 banks, it has happened. They just decided that I was no longer credit worthy, and so they closed the revolving lines of credit. Just curious if this is happening to anyone besides me out here in the world. Are they going to shut off all our lines to access credit? That's what I'm pretty much trying to figure out.
And in this video, we're going to talk about what is going on and why are banks shutting down accounts abruptly, and what you need to be aware of so you don't get your credit card line shut down, or even worse, your bank account. Now, this channel is dedicated to help you no matter where you are in your credit journey. If you like this kind of content, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and you can go to my website and get this free hard inquiry removal package that you can download. And I'll leave the link in the description of the video and in the pinned comment section.
So we all rely on our bank accounts, right, to pay bills and to manage finances. But did you know your bank could close your account at any moment without warning?
And maybe even without an explanation, too. I mean, it could be inconvenient, no doubt. Certainly unexpected here. We've actually heard from enough viewers who reached out with questions after it happened to them, apparently, at this point, that we thought it'd be helpful to provide some answers so you know what to do and how to protect yourself.
Whether it's a checking account, savings account, or even your credit cards, banks can and do close accounts whenever they want.
Banks have the ability to close out your account, and they don't necessarily have to give you warning about doing so.
Greg McBride with Bankrate says banks have the right to close accounts based on their discretion and policies.
Now, banks do have their own individual policies, and many times people are not aware of these policies. Now, one of the reasons why banks can shut down your account if you're a person that leaves overdraft bank account balances or even inactive accounts. Now, one of the biggest reasons is because of fraud. If you even mistakenly on a credit card application put down some information that was not exactly correct, they can consider that as a fraudulent account, even if you bulked up your income slightly. So banks do have the right to also shut down that account.
But these are some of the most common reasons it happens.
If you have a very low balance or zero balance in the account, long periods of inactivity, if you have excessive overdraft fees, or if there's some sort of suspicious or fraudulent activity.
So if it does happen to you, McBride says it's important to act quickly and contact your bank immediately, especially if you still have any remaining funds in the account. You'll want to ask how you'll receive that money. If you owe money, you'll want to determine your options to settle any unpaid balances. It's also important to stop any automatic payments or direct deposits linked to the account. And if you think the account was wrongly closed, you can file a complaint with an agency like the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau.
Now, another additional way where banks may close down your credit card lines, many people are not aware. If you make a late payment on any other account, even with your auto loan or another credit card account, banks can shut down your credit card account to another account with perfect history. And people are really shocked by that. But the reason why you see those hard inquiries pop up on your credit report from your current credit card companies is because they annually check to see if you're late on any other accounts. So if you make a late payment or if you're behind on other accounts, you want to bring them current as quickly as possible. And if you had a late payment, you may want to dispute that, even with the student loan crisis going on with the Trump administration and all these changes, that can cause your accounts to be shut down. Now, with my elite credit system, users like Sean was able to go from a 612 credit score with all his credit scores over 770 in a matter of 6 months. And now he's at an 803 credit score. And you can also improve your credit score too if you need my help. That link is in the description of the video and in the pinned comment section. And you want to also maintain and watch your credit card balances. Remember, if you max out any of your credit cards, that may appear to banks that you are in a financial strain. So when you carry real high credit card balances or your cards are maxed out, they can start shutting down your accounts or reducing your credit line. Now, American Express is notorious for reviewing your accounts and also reducing your credit card lines because they are mostly for business accounts. So they are really sensitive to high credit card balances and defaults. So you may find this with a lot of companies reducing your credit lines if you have real high credit card debts, even with other carriers. Now, let's talk about what you can do if this happens to you. If you get one of your accounts shut down, you want to make sure that you pay off that balance as soon as possible, because once they reduce that credit line, it looks like your cards are maxed out on any line that gets shut down. And anytime you start paying that down, they start dropping that line of credit. So that can really tank your credit score. Now, if you have that paid down, and if any way possible, if you can become an authorized user on someone else's account, because you may see your score dramatically decrease, even if that account was clear. If they shut down that credit line, you're losing an open revolving account, and that reduces and hurt your utilization overall. So adding on to someone else's credit card as an authorized user, that can help replace that credit card line without a hard inquiry. Just make sure they're managing their balances on that card and keep it below 30%, because you don't want to see your score tank if they have real high credit card debt on that card. Make sure that you're trying to pay down your credit card balances, because the more that you carry balances, the more that account balance increase, because if you're just paying the minimum payment, you're getting hit with interest. Another good option is that you may look for a loan to be able to pay down those credit card balances or pay them off to consolidate that debt, or a card that you can balance transfer, preferably with a 0% interest rate for at least 12 months, to give you a time period to pay down that credit card balance. And that can help with your overall credit card debt to reduce it and help increase your credit score. So hopefully this information was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comment section. Or if you have more detailed questions for me, you can go to my website and all your questions go directly to my cell phone. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned.